When Kendrick Lamar walks into a room, people don't just notice. They practically break their necks trying to keep up. Sure, Kendrick isn't loud. He's got this chill vibe, casually humble like he's still one of us mortals. But the stuff he casually surrounds himself with? Let's get real nosy and talk about the 10 outrageously expensive things that Kendrick Lamar casually keeps around. Number 10, $2.65 million Calabasas mansion. Kendrick Lamar didn't just upgrade his address in 2017, he leveled up into a lifestyle straight out of a celebrity dream board. For $2.65 million, he landed a 5,400 square foot Spanish-style mansion nestled deep in Calabasas, a neighborhood where Teslas are the new Hondas and everyone's dog has a personal chef. This wasn't some minimalist bachelor pad. We're talking 5 bedrooms, a chef's kitchen, walk-in closets you could rent out on Airbnb, and a massive backyard complete with a pool that screams private album release party. But the cherry on top, a fully equipped soundproofed recording studio tucked away inside the house. That's right, when inspiration hits at 3 a.m., Kendrick doesn't have to hop in a car or book a studio. He just walks down the hall, hits record, and maybe drops a Grammy-worthy verse while in slippers. The house itself is tastefully lavish, wrought iron staircases, custom chandeliers, and high ceilings that practically echo with artistic genius. The Calabasas location wasn't accidental either. It's home to stars like Drake, the Kardashians, and Justin Bieber. Buying here signaled more than comfort. It was Kendrick staking his claim in the celebrity elite while still maintaining his signature low-key presence. No outrageous architectural stunts or neon-lit driveways, just clean classic luxury. If this was Kendrick's version of starting out, imagine the level up. Number 9, $50,000 Rolex day date.
The day date was launched in 1956 with the reference 6510.
Forget your Fitbits and smartwatches. Kendrick Lamar tells time in solid gold. His choice? The Rolex Day Date, a horological icon that's been dubbed the president's watch for a reason. Kendrick dropped around $50,000 for this piece, and every dollar reflects old money swagger. This isn't a watch that screams luxury, it whispers it in an 18-karat gold accent right into the ears of those who know. The Rolex Day Date first debuted in 1956 and quickly became the gold standard for luxury wristwear. It's the first watch to display both the day and date in full on the dial, a small innovation that changed the game. Kendrick's model is likely outfitted in yellow gold with the classic fluted bezel, Roman numerals, and the iconic president bracelet, which is both bold and elegant. No touchscreen, no notifications, just a timeless statement of power and precision. But hey, before we shift gears, literally, let's talk about your upgrade. No, not a Rolex. I mean hitting that like button like it's the elevator to Kendrick's Brentwood Compound. And if you subscribe right now, rumor has it your next watch might mysteriously gain a 0 or 2 in value. Coincidence? Maybe. But would Kendrick take that chance? Number 8, $130,000 Range Rover Sport.
Shoes too.
Kendrick Lamar's ride doesn't scream for attention. It glides by like a stealth jet with leather seats. He chose the $130,000 Range Rover Sport, a vehicle that perfectly matches his vibe. Powerful, refined, and always ready to disappear into the shadows. While other rappers are out here crashing Lamborghinis, Kendrick pulls up in matte black elegance that looks like it belongs in a Christopher Nolan movie. The Range Rover Sport isn't just a car, it's a fortress on wheels. Reports suggest Kendrick's model includes bulletproof glass, a reinforced chassis, and enough smart tech to run a NASA mission. Inside, hand-stitched leather seats, climate-controlled everything, and a Meridian sound system crisp enough to double as a mastering studio. The car can hit 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 5 seconds thanks to its supercharged V8 engine. But don't expect Kendrick to drag race on Sunset Boulevard. This beast is for the cool, calculated entrance. This vehicle says, I could have bought a Ferrari, but I've got meetings, moves, and meanings to get to. And with customization like blackout tint, murdered out wheels, and chrome deletes, Kendrick's Range Rover isn't just a mode of transport, it's a mood. Subtle, powerful, unbothered. If Kendrick's life were a movie, the Range Rover would be his Batmobile. Stylish, intimidating, and never out of place. Whether parked at a Hollywood Hills mansion or rolling up to a pop-up art show in downtown LA. Number 7, the $3 million Crown of Thorn.
I can't like the crown, man. We want to know how much that thing is.
3
Free what?
3 mil.
legends. If there's one thing that makes legends stand out in this game, it's how they wear their wealth. Case in point, that diamond-studded crown of thorns he wore like it was just another day at the office. This wasn't a piece of merch. It was handcrafted by Tiffany & Company, loaded with 8,000 diamonds, and made of titanium. It took over 1,300 hours to make. Call it jewelry or call it art, but Kendrick called it a statement, a message wrapped in glitter, telling the world that being rich doesn't mean you've forgotten the struggle. It means you've rebranded it. Let's not pretend this was just a flex. The man stepped onto a global stage wearing what looked like the Passion of the Christ reimagined by a luxury brand. Was it provocative? Absolutely. But Kendrick's never been about keeping things simple. This was him blending religion, race, and royalty, all in the form of a headpiece. The kind of move that makes your favorite rapper's diamond chains look like costume props from a school play. Number 6. High-end fashion and sneakers, Kendrick's quiet flex.
You know my loved ones with that. Let's get it. Surprise, it's your boy.
Now, let's talk about the man's closet. Kendrick's wardrobe is a quiet kind of loud. You won't catch him drowning in designer logos, but everything he wears costs more than your monthly rent. Probably a few years worth, actually. He doesn't need gold lettering to let you know he's wearing high-end. The stitching says it all. The fit says it louder. And the confidence screams it. Every hoodie, every pair of kicks is calculated. Limited edition drops, custom collabs, and labels that don't even sell to the public. It's not just fashion, it's gatekeeping with fabric. He's got sneakerheads foaming at the mouth and fashion critics scratching their heads. The guy once dropped a shoe collab that was literally about gang unity. Who else is doing that? No rappers out here turning their wardrobe into political statements while looking like they just rolled out of bed. But that's the trick. Kendrick makes expensive look effortless, and effortlessness look expensive. That's the kind of style money can't buy, unless you've got enough of it to not care. Number 5. Art collection, Kendrick's curated sanctum of culture.
You know, he's the legendary. I'm glad it's that.
What happens? Say you do get 13.
But wait, what's a palace without a gallery? Kendrick's walls aren't covered in posters or plaques. He invests in art the way most of us invest in groceries. And no, we're not talking about cute little abstract prints from Etsy. We're talking high-value contemporary art that would make museum curators do a double take. Art that whispers, you don't get it, even if you try to. You step into Kendrick's home, and every sculpture and painting hits you with a mix of elegance and intimidation. It's curated, not decorated, minimalist, but screaming money. These aren't just conversation starters, they're mic drops frozen in time. Pieces that say, I read more than your tweets. Number 4. $15.85 million Bair Mansion. When Kendrick got bored of the Calabasas scene, you know, influencers with matching teeth and backyard fountains that don't even work, he took a hard left and landed himself a $15.85 million spot up in Bel Air. Not just any Bel Air, the part of town where even Beverly Hills feels like the clearance aisle. This place? Think fortress disguised as a Zen art piece. Walls of glass so clean birds probably die flying into them. Ocean views sharp enough to make your phone background jealous. The house looks like it was designed to make you feel poor, even if you're a millionaire. Inside, it's got that ultra minimalist look, where it feels like no one actually lives there. Like a showroom that screams, please don't sit on the furniture. Infinity pool? Obviously. It's practically levitating over LA, like it's judging everyone stuck in traffic below. And rumor has it, there's a room in there meant purely for creative vibes. Probably a luxury padded cell where Kendrick stares at the wall until lyrics start rapping themselves. This isn't a home, it's a temple to solitude and flexing. Number 3. $460,000 RollsRoyce Phantom.
I see the love in her eyes. I see the feeling of freedom is granted as soon as the...
You think he was gonna ride around town in something basic? Come on. Kendrick rolls through LA in a Rolls-Royce Phantom. A car so smooth it's basically a teleportation device. Cost? Around $460,000, give or take the price of your soul. This isn't a vehicle, it's a personal VIP lounge that happens to have wheels. The leather inside probably cost more than your last vacation, hand-stitched like it was made by sad monks in a mountain temple. And above you, a fake night sky filled with tiny lights like someone captured the cosmos just to say, look what I can afford. Doors that open backwards, umbrellas tucked inside, and an engine that hums like it's got secrets. It's not a ride, it's a floating throne, and Kendrick is gliding past your broke dreams in it. Number 2. $42 million Brentwood Compound.
And tell my mama I love her, but this but not like Lord knows.
And just when you thought the Bel Air pad was peak flex, here comes the knockout. In 2024, Kendrick casually tossed $42 million at a Brentwood estate so massive it might qualify as a country. This thing isn't a house, it's a private universe. You've got 16,000 square feet of luxury madness, private elevators, multiple kitchens, a movie theater, and probably a panic room where Kendrick hides from the noise of being famous. There's talk of secret rooms too, because when you're that rich, even your closets need to play hide and seek. The backyard, a billionaire's dream, pool, spa, fire pits, maybe a few birds trained to sing unreleased verses. Number 1, his music catalog priceless, $100 million plus. Now here's where the real money hides. In plain sound, Kendrick's music catalog isn't just worth a fortune, it is a fortune. He's got full control over hits like Alright, Humble, and DNA. Every single play, stream, commercial feature, or late night rerun with his track playing in the background. That's money trickling straight into Kendrick's pocket. This isn't just music ownership, this is passive income at its most elite. We're talking a catalog valued at over $100 million, and honestly, that number's only going one way, up. These songs don't age, they just get more relevant. Streaming platforms feed him royalty checks like clockwork, and that's before you count the licensing deals, sample clearances, and random syncs that show up in blockbuster movies and prestige TV shows. The man turned his verses into a vending machine.
14 years old, you know what I'm saying? So thank you for allowing us.
Kendrick Lamar doesn't flex loudly, he lets the assets talk. From platinum plaques to $40 million compounds, his wealth isn't just money, it's meaning. If you felt that, hit like, drop a comment, and subscribe to Jet Black Luxury, where black wealth speaks in gold and whispers louder than clout ever could. Until next time, move smart, flex quiet, stay legendary.